Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Throwing now is Carr. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 32-yard line. Green will come in motion right. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They will run for the first time here with White. And he stopped immediately there. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. We're scoreless after 1. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They'll run with the 3rd-year man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Jacobs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first-down gains.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. But when you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, he gave it to them too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown.
Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
He hits Adams complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. 22 yards there, a first down.
What now? 6-18.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Carr now on first down.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
93.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Adams the man in motion right. On play action. Now Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Counter play with Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Carr now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney,
49 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Carr. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
The Carr finding his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first.
To throw, it's Carr. Looking right sideline, that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. fake the handoff. Now Carr. Caught on the right side by Adams. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Touchdown Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He completes it right side to White.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Carr going to go on fourth down. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. To throw is Carr. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now Carr again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Troy Pride. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
With every game, with every season, Travis Kelce, he just confirms his greatness. Streak of 1,000-yard seasons is now up to 6, and he's made 7 straight Pro Bowls, and his numbers have ranked him among the best tight ends to have ever played in the NFL. Another first down right there to add to his career total.
Mahomes now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more.
Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelce.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal.
This will be, let's see, 38 yards out.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr gonna throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Carr now on 1st down.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Carr. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Touchdown! Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr dancing to his left. Open man, that's Renfro.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Carr now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
he's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver, fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Carr going to look to throw. And the reception made by Grain. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a 15.